I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I'm 5 years old today. Plus 46. You guys, it's a bold breakdown. And we're here on Sunday, and it's my 5-year anniversary at AfterBuzz TV.
Woo-hoo!
Time has flown by, just like an instant. I'm James Lott Jr. That's who I am. You know who I am? Actually, I'm James Harrison Lott Jr. Let's say my whole name. That's right. And I have some people, I have a gaggle of folks in the room, as Tony would say on our other show. Next to me is my beautiful and bold co-host.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you.
Well, I mean, you go to either one. But first, Miss Tami Goveia. Yay.
Hey, y'all.
Tami.Goveia, of course. And you see sitting next to her, hello, you guys wanted him on here. It's been a long time. He played Deacon on the show. You want him back. My buddy, Sean Kanan.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thanks.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. He takes the call. Whenever I call, he takes the call. And I do the same for him, too. Now, sitting across over here to my right is a wonderful woman who is actually the brains behind everything. She is the brains. She is one of the co-writers, co-producers, casting people for Studio C's amazing new series that Sean is in. We'll talk about that a little bit also. Miss Michele Kanan.
Yay. Welcome.
My pleasure. You know I love you. And of course, sitting next to her is Charlie, which is sitting there. She took her headphones off, so she's done, I guess.
Well, she's on a mic check.
She is. Actually, mic check.
Sorted
That's
out.
so funny.
So yeah.
Now across in our little, I always call it the weather center.
Yeah, right.
You can tell us how the weather is outside over there. As a new friend of mine I just met, Regine King. How are you?
Pleasure.
Welcome to the show. You guys, 5 years for me.
Yes, and let's talk about some 5-year people talking in the chat room.
They're talking.
Yes, Haywood saying, happy 5 years, Papa Bear James.
Oh, thank you. I can't see the chat room, you guys. My computer decided to
We got Samantha Greenridge says, hey. And then we've got Susan Russo.
Yeah, there's Susan Russo.
Yes, and that's about it for now.
They're going to be coming in. So we're going to, because they know he's on. So we're going to talk about the fans also. But first, I want to mention my Lott in Los Angeles, which are these beautiful cookies. Over the years, this wonderful woman named Meredith, who's from Culver City, has a place called Cookies Hell Yeah. That's the title of her. Cookies Hell Yeah. She's from USC grad, and she has these beautiful cookies. She made these cookies for her.
So amazing.
Five things,
Oh my
and made
gosh.
other cookies, and they're really good. She's in Culver City. Go to Instagram and Twitter under Cookies Hell Yeah and find her there. She's really good. We also have the rest of the soap block today, too, of course. We're just starting it off here. Tami's other show, of course, Edition Days. They talk about Days of Our Lives and all the happenings that are going on there. A lot of stuff going on in Days of Our Lives right now. And that's at 3:15. And then after that, we have Young and the Restless with Restless Rap, a show that Sean used to be on, also as Deacon. And they do that at 5:15. And then the show that I also started a long time ago that Sean was also on, GH Report, for General Hospitals at 6:15. So that's a whole
day.
Day of stuff.
Hey, I'm only staying for this one, right?
Yeah, we'll see what this is.
Okay, good.
So James,
That's
so
it.
since it's your 5th, when are you adding Studio Cities?
Ooh, that's good.
that.
And I'm so sorry I couldn't come. I was actually filming something.
You were filming, I remember.
I will tell you what I was filming.
Yeah.
I got to tell you off camera. Something really big.
Nice.
That they took too long, as you know how that goes. It was like, it'll just be 6-8 hours, and then it turns out to be 12.
Yeah. Anytime you're on a set longer than you anticipate is a good thing.
That's a good
Yeah, that's a good thing. No, it's a good
You
thing.
know?
A good thing. That's a good thing. But I had texted him before. I was like, I'm just in case. I'm going to make sure everybody wanted to be there. I saw a lot of people were there. You had a great
Yeah,
turnout.
it was like 220 people.
That's fantastic.
At the Elks Lodge, right?
At the Elks Lodge.
Okay, go on Elks
They
Lodge.
raised a bunch of money for their Elks charity.
For their charity, yeah.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations.
It was a good night.
Congratulations.
Very excited.
So before we start anything, as you see, I got an award. I got these are things are from my 5 years here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm going to read you my stats. I actually looked this stuff up. I had some help from one of my assistants, and these are my stats of AfterBuzz TV 5 years. You guys ready? You guys all ready?
Yeah.
I've done 806 episodes of shows.
Wow.
Crazy. So how many hours is that?
806, right?
Well, some are half hours, whatever, something like that. I created 6 shows here, including this one. I co-created 3 shows, and I restarted a show, which I won an award for breaking into.
Yay.
I have had shows on all 5 networks: AfterBuzz TV, Book Circle Online, Popcorn Talk, Black Hollywood Live, and the Christmas 24/7 channel.
That's great.
I don't know how many people else have done that
Yeah.
here. I've been nominated for 2 awards and won one. I've done 3 red carpets and press junkets for AfterBuzz. I did a show about Bollywood called Bollywood. I did episodes of that because I was into that for a while. I did one show where I only came on for the finale. There was a show called The Brink. It was on HBO. It was a really funny show about war. It was a comedy. It was a half-hour comedy on HBO. It lasted one season. They asked me to come on at the last minute just to do the ending, and it never came back.
So wait, so you tanked the show? Is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
basically I was a show killer.
Just so we know, producers out there looking to make a deal. This guy just. I've done that myself. Believe me.
Right,
Sunset Beach. Bring Kanan on for the last 6 months.
I like Sunset Beach.
We didn't get renewed.
It's that big earthquake thing they had on there, so that's the problem. I like that. Also, I did one show drunk. It was an episode. Thank
These
you.
are good trivia questions.
Yeah, these are about me.
Really good trivia
A show called
questions.
Impastors. My friend Michael Rosenbaum, who I love to death.
yeah.
I don't know if you know him or anything. He's brown. He played Lex Luthor. And that's for some reason that has got us almost 100. I think 100
Cobra Kai Army.
Probably,
It is.
Probably because he rewatches it over and over every morning.
She told my secrets. So that's the kind of
You
fun.
know, you wear the Cobra Kai gi one Sunday morning around the house. Ooh, I'm the weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know,
It still fits.
But see, I always ask him all the time when he comes on the show because fans are always like, you have to ask him. Are you coming on season 3? You're coming on season 2? You're coming on. I mean, they always ask. I know it's one of your most asked questions, isn't it?
Right, I know it is. I
It
know,
is.
and you know,
It's flattering.
I hope it happens. You know, I keep getting these cryptic messages from the producers of the show. You know, I have to believe at some point it's going to happen, but. You know, if not, and you know this, you know, we're out there making our own thing now, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you are.
You know, it's a Studio
and
City.
and you're doing Studio City, which I tell everybody, run, don't walk. This series is so good. And it stars a lot of your favorites.
Yep.
Like Sarah Joy Brown, Chica Darbo, Carolyn Hennessy. I mean, like Tristan Robbins, it just goes on and on. It's so good. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very
good.
much.
And
You
I
know
just
I'm a big
want to
fan.
do a shout out,
Yeah.
the Indie Series Awards.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
nominations.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
12 nominations.
12.
Can you believe that?
12 nominations.
It's
I just
it's
have
surreal.
some, including Best Actor in
Yeah.
a drama, Mr.
There's a
Sean
recount going
Kanan.
on.
Yes, Sarah Joy Brown for
Sarah
lead
Jo-
actress.
How about my beautiful wife for casting,
For casting,
producing,
yes.
and writing?
I know. Hello. That's great.
So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so
It's a
much.
huge deal.
Thank you, Tristan. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, at this point, it's really something special. We're starting to have people like write in and ask us questions and talk about season 2, and it's just really amazing to see this come to life finally.
you know, find an audience.
Yeah.
And,
The engagement, yeah.
and we've done this with, you know, a zero publicity budget. You know, just looking for people like you that are, you know, dear friends to come and support the show, and that's been our publicity budget. And so we think, what can we do if we actually,
Well,
you
not,
know,
not to mention,
had a budget?
Yeah.
we took a page out of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and just kind of made what we wanted to see
Yeah.
and worked with people that we
We wanted to
liked,
work with.
and that, you know, we had no plan going into it. We just like took a bunch of creative people and stuck them together, and that's what we came up with.
What you're saying that you and Patricia have worked so much together this point over the years? Do you even know how many times?
I
you've
can't.
worked-
I literally can't. No, I mean we first started doing Step by Step, which was with Suzanne
folks.
Summers and Patrick Duffy.
Yes.
And you know, we've done a music video together. We've done
Several series.
we've done 5 or 6,
Also, the
5 or
music
6.
video.
Actually, Regime was in a film.
the music video.
Regime. Turn that up a little bit though. Called Beyond the. What was it called?
No, it was called My Trip.
My Trip Back to the Dark
no,
Side.
My Trip to the Dark.
Trip to the Dark Side. Then we did the.
Yeah. And then
so
he was
He didn't remember
he
that I
was
was in
also
it
in
with
the
him.
music
He
video.
introduced
He's in the
Like,
movie.
yeah.
But you know, it's one of those things. Like you and I joke about how we always pick up the phone for each other. I mean, every time I call Patricia, she's like, "Okay, what am I doing now? And where's my, you know, where's my call time? Where's my location?" And she just suits up and does it. And you know, the same with, you know, Michele got in touch with all of these people that I've worked with over the years, and that Michele has worked with over the years.
Yeah, I did
And
a show with Carolyn.
They were just like
we
so
love Carolyn.
that I
gracious
wrote,
to say they would
produced,
do
and
it. Yeah.
directed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's called True Colors. It's on.
And she dyed her husband's hair green. So
I did.
I had green hair
I
in this.
did. I absolutely did. But
love Carolyn.
for Patricia, she's such a trooper.
Yeah.
Initially, when we had her read for this, it was a light comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny is
And
that?
so Patricia comes, and for those, you know, spoiler alert for those of you who have not seen
not
it
a light
yet.
comedy.
It's not a comedy, but
She's
also,
still funny in it.
It was
though.
funny. No,
she
she's
is.
still
She
funny in it,
is.
though. Funny parts.
But
Yeah.
episode 6, Patricia got that script the day of.
Yeah. And
She
again,
had- there
I
was
say
a- there
only
was
like
an
daytime
inkling,
actors can
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I mean,
They got that muscle.
she had a monologue that I mean, I'm
It
guessing
was 3
it was
pages.
it was 3 pages.
Yeah, and she had no idea
And she
that it was
killed it.
going there.
Yeah.
So like she was supposed to be kind of a, you know, the overbearing stage mom, really comedic, and we just decided at the last minute to layer it, and we didn't tell her.
No,
So
so-
she
Well, episode
showed
6
up
was my favorite episodes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's seriously my favorite episode.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah, that was the
episode.
first one that that he showed me, and I was just wow.
I was blown away.
Yeah, blown
I was
away.
blown away.
Yeah.
Blown away.
Thank you.
That's so fun. That's so funny. But you bring up a point because we're talking soaps. Around, you know, you did Bold and the Beautiful off and on for years and stuff. I mean, soap actors know their stuff, don't
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of times actors that work on daytime somehow get relegated to some weird little penalty box that it's like, oh, you work in daytime. And the reality is there's some phenomenal actors who work in
Yes.
daytime. There are certain there's certain things that you must do in daytime that makes it daytime, i.e. on Friday you're going to have a cliffhanger. You know, you're going to you're gonna
I think you're trying to say there's a lot of exposition.
there's a lot of
Yes,
exposition,
yes, that's what it is,
and
yes.
you're going to constantly,
Repeat
go
what's-
over what
yeah.
happened before, and so sometimes people think, oh, that but terrific actors in it, and for the amount of dialogue that we threw at people for Studio City, on a film, you're doing like 4, 5, 6
Yeah.
pages a day. On a soap opera, you better be able to do 25 pages a day.
The other issue is when you're shooting on a soap opera, you're on a set. It's like in here. Like imagine if we had to do this
With
riding
overhead
on a
lighting
bus. Like like there's you really are confined to the 3 walls and that's where you have to make it you have to come up with business basically
Yep.
because it's the same set, static set, things and then but on films like you can leave the room.
Oh, yeah.
You can go somewhere else.
Right,
We're
right,
getting
right.
dangerously close to doing that annoying thing where actors talk about the process. So I'm going to back off right now because there is nothing more nauseating than an actor talking about the craft.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be that guy.
we
We're
like
here to
it,
talk
though.
about you,
I
though.
know,
5
I
years,
know,
man.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. For those people that don't work in Hollywood, getting something made, whether it's a show like you're doing or what I did, is a Herculean effort. But
True.
that's not where the effort stops. To get it to continue on successfully, it's like a lot of people can hit a home run one time at bat, but can you keep driving in runs year after year?
Yeah.
And hats off. Congratulations,
Thank you.
man.
Thank
5
you.
years.
It's funny. I've been in business 13 total, and you guys don't understand this. I reached out to Sean via in social media, and he answered back. I would say, I mean, I don't think people know enough that you are a really nice person. I almost start crying. I'm trying not to cry this episode. But you are, and you said, talk to Michele. And so I emailed, no, you did. You said, talk to her, because
Yeah.
she was doing all the bookings. You were doing all the bookings at the time.
Yeah.
So I went to her, and we worked it out, and you came on several times here.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I reached out to you, and you were like, sure, okay, I'll do your show. Let's do it. And we became friends after that.
I read something in your bathroom, actually, while I was taking a pee, and it's where I
We
do
talked about
some of
that.
my best thinking. No, but it says it's
Not
a guy
Jesus
from
bathroom.
AfterBuzz,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he says people are always kind of giving me a rough time because I help people and guide people in their careers, and I don't ask anything for it. And he says if I get 10% of it back in good karma, and I totally believe that. I believe I try to help as many people as I can, as best I can, with the most authenticity and honesty that I can. And you got to do it with not expecting anything in return, and it comes back to you in tsunami waves.
It does. And when, I'm in his book that he has out, Sex Faster X.
Which one, my first or second?
Your second. Not the modern gentleman. Not the modern gentleman. I'm in the second one, sir. I'm an author too. I know how that is. But it's funny. When I went to the book signing, everybody was there to celebrate this book, and it was like they were celebrating you also because I think you're very underrated many times. People don't really. I mean, you're a great actor.
That's very
And
nice.
everybody keeps
Thank
saying how good looking you are. I mean, hello, he's holding it up.
Listen,
folks.
at 53, I mean,
That's good. I'm almost 51. I
smoke and mirrors, baby.
You're
A
all
lot of
cheesecloth.
Botox and lights.
You're all cheesecloth on the lens.
Pull back to Cleveland. So, a little Tootsie reference for those of you that
I
don't
like that. I
remember,
do.
right?
I love Tootsie. I love it.
How much should we pull back? Try Cleveland.
And that's another thing you're really funny too. That was another thing too. Okay, before we talk a little bit about Bold and Beautiful, I'm going to show a couple of clips of mine over the years that just make my day. There's a million things I've done here, but there's a couple of things I want to show really quick. And this one we're showing, this is the first one, and this is with me and Patrika. She's also a Bold and Beautiful alum.
Yeah.
And this is actually something that I had met her 20 years prior, and I remind her of this.
Oh, this is pre-goatee.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Well, I have a surprise for you, James. I have a surprise. Back in 1999, I met you at the Soap Opera Digest Awards, and there's a picture up
Love
there
her.
with my friend Monique. And you were serious. I mean, I'm saying this seriously. You were the sweetest person because you were being pulled around. It was some more Dice Awards and things were going on, and you talked to us, and we're like, "Hi, how are you? Oh my God!" You talked to us, and I said, "Can I get a picture?" You're like, "Sure, of course." And I love that picture. So that's from.
Was I drunk? No.
Yeah, we're sober. It's like, we're all sober. We were all sober yet, but there we are. And I decided to surprise you with that. And I saw what I have is the actual original picture right there. I've had all
Look
these
at
years.
that.
What the hell have I got stuffed in my bra?
You know her.
Well,
that's
you're a
totally her.
woman. Women always have random
Yeah,
things stuffed in
something's
there.
in there.
But it's just so funny. What it did for me and my friends is that it made us go, we're going to follow her wherever she goes, wherever she does,
that's so-
because you're super sweet to us. That's what fans like. So I just want to tell you, we met a long time ago.
Well, that's. Can I have this?
Yes,
Is
you
this
have
mine?
that.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. I'll
Yes,
put that in my
that's for
book.
you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
well,
She
I
actually
love
has
that.
that. She
Thank
actually
you.
has.
You
You
guys
can
can
go
take a
ahead
picture
and
of
fade
me.
out now. She
Yes.
actually has that on her piano.
You know, I love that woman so much, and she has such a rich background and a rich life that she's able to bring to her work, and not all of it is happy smiley faces.
No, I know.
And she's such. You talk about underrated. I mean,
Yes.
she is such a gifted actress, and for Michele and I to be a part of writing something where she may get some national recognition
Accolades,
for it is
yeah.
such a good feeling. Both her and Tristan.
Yeah.
And it like nothing would make us feel better than if Patrika is
Well-
properly recognized for the work that she did.
Well, I think you have to
Well said.
like punctuate that with she does have an Emmy.
Oh, yes, yes,
so
yes,
she
she
did.
does.
So
Yes,
she
yes,
did
yes,
get
I know.
recognized. But I think that she's to be recognized in such a range because her performance is so layered and there's such a huge range of when she first comes on screen and then where she ends up.
Yeah.
It's really
Well, she's a person who takes the call also. So I give
Yeah,
my
yes,
heart out to
yes,
Patrika also. I've interviewed her many times over the years here, and she's
Mm-hmm.
just amazing. And that giggle is totally her.
yes.
Right.
That giggle is her. We love her. And we want her back on the show, Golden
Yes.
Beautiful, because right now,
Please.
with the storyline with Sally,
I would give anything to work with her in Bold and Beautiful. Can you imagine
Oh
the
my
two of us
God.
in a scene?
Yes.
Because aren't we related?
Magic. Oh,
I think
gosh.
because Sally Spectra was my mother-in-law.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, yes.
Is that right?
And she's Sally's sister, Shirley Spectra.
Right.
So you related through marriage.
Okay.
Through marriage.
Like me and Steve Burt?
Right, yeah, see, right.
There you go.
But you're also brothers from,
Right.
on
Right.
GH. But yeah, I think you guys are related by, I think we figured that out is by, and the fans can tell us more if they
Yes.
always know. I think it's just by marriage, I think. They're related.
Fans, anyone know?
Yeah, you tell us.
Yeah.
That one. Meanwhile, I'm going to show one other quick clip. I have two more quick clips. This is another one.
Oh, I'm sorry, really quick.
Tell 'em.
Candace says, also fun fact today, 27 years ago is when Sean first appeared on GH.
Today? Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Thank you, Candace.
Can't say the
Love that.
fans know everything. They know everything.
Today.
Got out of rehab 27 years ago.
Do you remember your first day?
I actually remember it really vividly. I was nervous. There was a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
They had me in a weird cable knit sweater.
Oh my goodness,
I
so
had
funny.
really great hair going for me. I had the golden helmet
Yes,
going on.
yes.
But yeah, it was incredible because you're stepping into something that. General Hospital's been on for years and years and years. Started as a radio show, and then a black and white TV show. And it's like when you get thrown into that mix, there's so many fans that know the show, and you gotta kind of.
And you were a legacy character.
I was.
Because the whole Monica and Rick and Al and the whole years
Right.
ago. So you were actually the adult version of that.
Right.
So that's so funny. Well, congratulations,
27
Sean.
years.
27. It goes by fast, doesn't it?
Oh,
It really
boy.
does when you think about it. It goes
Faster
by
than
fast.
you know.
Faster than you know. And then so I want to show. Let's show the Christian one first. We'll show that one last. That one's funny. No problem. So we're going to show the Christian one. This next moment is one of my favorite moments of all time. My favorite daytime actress of all time. I waited 36 years to meet her. And this happened last year. Hi, it's me, James Lott Jr. here at AfterBuzz TV's Edition Days. Here at Day of Days 2019 at Universal City. And oh my God, I'm sitting here trying to be professional, not fan out too much. I'm here with two amazing people. I interviewed him with Lauren Koslow here like 3 years ago. We sat over here, Mr. Galen Goering, and then of course, my queen sitting next to me.
Wow. Wait, what happened to Princess Gina?
Ooh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that too, girl. We'll get to that too. I like whatever form you are. I like it. Who's Christian Alfonso?
It's so nice to finally meet you. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. Okay, I have to do this really quick. So
Okay.
Galen, give me like 2 seconds.
No. I'm just taking it all.
No, okay.
He was very gracious.
So I just want to tell you,
Yes.
thank you
For?
for decades of service to our community and TV and daytime, the way you carry yourself with grace and class, how you're a champion for Days of Our Lives. I loved you on Melrose Place. I loved you as Pilar Ortega on Falcon Crest. I have followed your career for so long that this is a real moment for me.
Oh my gosh, you were so kind.
And I think, and one of the things for me, people say that TV sometimes is frivolous and not important. I had some dark times in my life, and you got me through them by your performances. So I want to say thank you so much. I'm trying to hold it together. So that's why I want a favorite moment of mine.
You've just given me chills.
That's my favorite moment. You can watch that interview online. I met her last year, and Tami was there. And Tami, and so funny. So behind the scenes moment. So we're positioned as a press junket Day of Days, and we're positioned upstairs. And you have to walk upstairs to get to the green room for the actors. And we see the different ones go up, and some of us know us. They go, oh my God, hi. And then Tami goes, she's in the building. And I don't think she was walking. She was floating. She just floated up the stairs. I'm like, it's Chris Alfonso. It's Chris Alfonso. And my heart started beating relief. I had to go into the little corner and collect myself.
I'm like, James, you got this.
Yes, you got this.
You
And
got
when she walked up to me, because you never know when you meet somebody you like so much what's going to happen.
They say don't ever meet your idols.
I know.
You know?
But she said to me when she walked, she goes, James, it's finally happening. I'm like, oh my God.
That's so nice.
And she smelled good and everything. But that's just, that was a moment that we had near misses over the years. And we finally were in the same room together. I got to interview her. So that's one of my favorite, because AfterBuzz TV, that's my favorite moments of all time that happened. So that's kind of sweet. And shout out to Christian Alfonso. And this is my last little moment. This is a blooper that happened on air.
I love bloopers.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I did a show called Zoo. It was on CBS for 3 seasons, and the animals were attacking. And so the whole thing was everybody knew that I didn't know anything about animals, apparently. I was a horrible, so that became a joke with the fans. But I did know what a serval was. My co-host, Cameron Lewis.
Like the thing that rotates on a... No, is it right? A serval thing?
That's a Lazy Susan, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
But hear what he says online, on camera, by accident. Go ahead.
He said drive the truck, just on a side note.
Yeah, he did.
Mike, how do you know how to drive big trucks? But that's another story. But Chloe says, and I quote, I thought that was kind of cute, "You're the best course of action every step of the way."
Can you say that again?
You are the every course. Right, let me say it again.
I know, it's
You are the best course of action every step of the way.
It was a good moment.
It was a good moment.
I was very happy. And then afterwards...
And then what he says, we'll get there in a second. I gotta say what he said too, because it was equally cute. "I know this has been like the worst time ever, but I'm so glad I met you." I was in. Exactly.
Oh, you missed it.
I did. But they didn't, and they went in for a kiss.
I think that, they went...
It was a quick kiss.
I think that the animals were freaking out and, like, out of happiness. Because they wanted it to happen.
Well, because Susan, after they kissed her, they were like, they started doing all the crazy hijinks.
Maybe they were just jealous or something. I don't know.
That warthog was like,
timing
I
was
want to
too
make out
good.
with the lynx, or whatever the fuck that thing was.
The cervix.
What
was it?
I called it the cervix.
The serval.
So usually bloopers are really quick 30-second ones, but you're just going to draw this out, aren't you? Okay.
Wow.
So he said that on camera, and we're like, and then the thing is, he realized it after he said
Cervix.
it.
Yeah.
It was a serval.
Is that an animal?
Yeah, it's like a lynx. It's in the lynx family.
Okay.
So we learned something new.
Can we get one?
Can you get
I
one?
thought it was part of making a baby. That's a cervix. Never mind.
Yes.
All right.
So those are my favorite moments of being on
That's
this
great.
show. It's
Love
kind of fun
it,
moments.
love it.
Now, just briefly, we're going to talk a little bit about Bold and Beautiful, because it wasn't a
Yes.
major week actually. It was just two basic storylines.
Yeah.
And Tami has something she wants to say to the writers of Bold and Beautiful.
WTF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do not know. They gave the character of Sally Spectra Jr. An illness, a terminal illness, and you're on soaps and you're a writer. They decided not to tell us what it was.
But which was fine, because initially it was just the camera looking into the room, and you could see the doctor was telling her and Katie, "Here's what's going on. We don't know." Fine. How many episodes? 2 episodes? Still by the end of Friday, we don't know what she has. All the dialogue
That's so weird. So you're saying that a soap opera is dragging out a story?
But I mean, the thing is,
and it's
bizarre.
still
Yeah.
infuriating.
but you guys, okay, you're a writer, you're on soap. I mean, I'm saying it's just weird they're not going to tell us the illness. Is that a smart thing to do? I
Well, it
guess.
gives them a lot of flexibility.
Right,
It does.
exactly. That's what I was going to
Okay.
say.
But
Right?
for
I mean,
so
do we know if she's
long.
dying or not?
She is dying. Apparently it's terminal.
Oh, it's terminal.
She has a month to live.
A month to
Oh,
live.
so she.
Oh, she got 30 days disease.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I've had 30 days disease several times on the soap
I
opera.
love that. I
You don't
love
want it.
that.
Yeah.
I don't need any more info.
And it's
I'm
exacerbated by the fact if you're on a desert island, then it's really bad.
Yes.
But I mean, it is an old writer's trick
Oh, it
to,
is? Okay.
because it's like when you see something and like there's pieces missing and your brain fills in the pieces, or like you can't find something. So now, like what they don't tell you is scarier because your brain is gonna fill in the pieces of what it actually
That's
is.
a nice idea. That's an idea, Tami.
Yeah.
That is true, babe.
We both were upset about it, but I'm seeing your side kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the only goof up was when Katie and Bill were telling Wyatt, Sally's really sick. He never asked. Like if someone
what is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
what,
ask.
What do you mean she has a month to live?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Right.
He never asked that question,
he
and
didn't.
that made me think
Wyatt's never been very inquisitive, though. He's,
Yeah.
he's a little daft that way.
I was going to ask you, they brought up Sally Spectra, the original. They have her alive still. And they have her off, what they say, Cabana Boys.
Mamma
or whatever.
mia.
So any memory about Darlene
my
Connolly?
God. All right. So
Any PG?
when I first got on the
Oh
show.
no, it's an anniversary
Yeah,
show.
anniversary.
Come on.
R-rated, hey, whatever. Tell us.
So when I first got on the show, I had a big scene with Miss Sally.
Yes.
And, I learned my monologue really well because I'm the new guy on the block. I want to be able to. So Darlene takes a left turn and she starts with, Mr. Deacon Sharpe. And I look off, I'm like looking to, like a producer. She's like, just go with it. We'll fix it in marketing. I mean, she just started like spinning off this monologue that I had no idea about. And I mean, I was just transfixed because it's her talking.
Yeah,
and I love her.
yeah.
But yeah, she was not shy with a little embellishment,
Okay.
but between the lines. So
Funny.
I felt completely lost and a little afraid because being the new guy, I was like,
Yeah.
you have to know every line, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then of course, as you go on the show, you get a little flexibility and you know how to kind of play, give and take.
Well, you still have to know all the lines, but
You do.
But it's if you know them, you can actually play.
You
Yeah.
do, but you can't say things that screw up the other person's cue.
You can't go off
like
on a
if you
tangent.
can say,
Yeah.
in between the two, you can kind of, but you've got to give that right cue at the end so
Yeah.
they know when to come in.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So you better be able to wrap in back in. You
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
off this way, but you better be able to come
yeah,
back
so they can do is okay.
and land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny.
I
you
loved
said-
her though. I really loved her.
Yeah.
I used to walk every now and then. I'd walk. We shared a dressing room sometimes, and
Really?
there are more times than one. I would walk in and she'd be reading the bracing form with like a Budweiser.
No!
Oh my God, I love
I
it.
mean, she
I
was
love it.
just. I loved her.
Oh my
I mean, she was like a
gosh.
throwback to another time. And she'd,
Absolutely.
come over here and sit down. And we'd sit down and we'd have a little nip of
Yeah.
a drink and talk
I
about
love that.
who looked good in the fourth.
Yeah.
Whether
I love that.
whether they were a mutter or not.
I love that.
She was amazing. Just a kind woman. She was in the Birds. She worked with Tippi Hedren in the Birds,
yeah,
and
Hitchcock and all that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, just an amazing woman, and just so warm and loving. She had this kind of tough exterior, and she was just such a kind, good-hearted, sensitive woman. I loved her.
And so I'm glad I decided to keep her alive.
Yes.
They have her just off with Cabana Boys, they said this week.
Yes.
Doing her little thing, drinking, sipping Mai Tais or whatever. I love that. I want to side note, I want to ask you, Susan Flannery. Mm-hmm. I love her, and we miss her, of course. because
Well,
of the
I
show.
was first introduced to Susan when she and RJ were trying not to get burned alive in the Towery Inferno.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, where she played his secretary that was his side piece.
That's right.
Yeah, and they both died in the blaze, which was terrible.
Oh, my God, Towery Inferno. I love it.
When I came to the show, very quickly, it was evident that you needed Miss Flannery to give you the approval.
Okay.
And I love working with her because she was intimidating, and she was a terrific actress, and always made me bring my double A+ game. And people ask me how I was able to make that relationship work with my character being someone that she disliked. And I can say it now that it's years later and she's off the show, but I always played that Stephanie was Deacon's long-lost mother. And I was always trying to get her love. I was always trying to get her to love me. And it worked. There was an undercurrent of the relationship between these two people that were socioeconomically opposed to each other, and she had every reason not to like me. But I always thought, I could be wrong, that there was always just a little tiny hint of her rooting for me. and I think that's what made it interesting.
Did you ever tell her that backstory, or was that just your
No,
own
I don't think
personal-
I don't think I ever told her that. So Susan, if you're listening, thank
Yeah.
you for the kindness that you showed me and for making me a better actor. I love you.
Wow, he has the best stories. He has the
Yeah.
best stories. The best stories. He's been with everybody. Well, not he's been with everybody. I mean like that.
Sure, clean it up in front of the wife. Thanks, James.
I'm like, I didn't mean that. Oops. Know all your secrets. And then the other big storyline, of course, is still our creepy friend.
How long is this going to go on?
But I'd like to give Matthew Atkinson is doing a great job playing Thomas Forrester. He's so creepy.
Did you see that outfit with the dark turtleneck? It's like, oh my god. You're so creepy, but you look so well.
He's such a nice guy, and he loves our show. Hi, Matthew. He loves our show, and he's so supportive. He's been on the show, and he loves it. But he plays creepy.
He looked very dark and sinister, and like, oh.
I know.
Wow.
And that little kid who plays Douglas. He's the cutest little kid. He's the greatest little actor.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's so good. But he's manipulating his son.
I know. When hasn't he? He's been doing this for almost a year.
I know.
But I'm loving Zoe and Carter.
Yeah, our friend Lauren
Are
St.
you
Victor is back on the
loving
show. Lauren St. Victor's back on the show.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with Zoe.
I know. And he's a friend of the show too. We love Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's great. I love Lawrence.
He's not the person who takes the call. He
Yeah.
takes the call. Whenever I call, he takes the call.
Great
He's another
actor.
one. Great actor.
We're always saying on
He just
the show,
needs to get in
where
the
is
damn
he?
gym already. You know? Lawrence, can you get in the gym? Because we're all tired of looking at the, I mean, I know it gets harder as you get older, but geez, please.
It is daytime.
Lift a weight,
There's
please.
Expectations.
Good Lord.
He's aging a reefer. He's Benjamin Button. He is.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, and his arms are like,
Yeah.
he's like this.
Didn't he write on the?
He wrote a show or did
He
something
did.
on it? Yeah.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
Like Heather Thomas done directing, of course,
Yeah.
on the show and stuff.
I
He's
did
had
craft
it.
service, though. They let me do craft service. So I set out all the
Easy.
cookies and bagels, killed it. Not a nomination
I thought you
for
were
it,
the
but there was a
craft
lot of
taster.
there was a lot of scuttlebutt.
Yeah.
A lot of industry buzz going on about Sean Kanan doing craft service on B&B.
It's all going to be all over social media now, let me tell you.
That's
But yeah, he
hilarious.
and Carla Mosley
Yes.
did a web series
They
together.
did. They have
Yeah.
several. They have Roommate, and they also
Yeah.
did Wedlocked.
Yes.
And they talked to my award-winning show about it.
Ah.
That's about that promotion right there, right?
Love that plug.
Yes, and I love Carla Mosley too. She's another person.
Have you had Anna Marie Horsford on your show?
No, I want her on my
Okay,
show so
so
bad.
I first fell in love with her when I watched St. Elmo's Fire. I don't know if you're gonna remember this.
Wow.
And she was the hooker that Andrew, what's his name?
McCarthy?
McCarthy kept walking to the corner and talking to her, and they developed this weird friendship. And I loved her in that. And so when she got on the show, I was like fanboying and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
You don't know me, but like, I mean, you were one of the 5 seminal movies of my
Yes.
childhood.
Yes.
So yeah, she was great in it. Yep.
That was her. That's
Yep.
so funny. Because I knew her, of course, from Amen, which
Yep.
she did with Sherman Hemsley.
Sherman Hemsley.
Yeah, she played the daughter.
Hey, James.
Oh,
Oh, snap.
Oh my God!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Oh, so-
dear James.
That is so cute. It's a 5.
You know that's one for each of us.
Exactly.
Just letting you know.
Right.
Feel free to blow it out.
I gotta make a wish, right?
Charlie.
Okay.
5 more.
5 more.
Yay!
Oh
Wait,
my
is
goodness.
there chocolate with mint?
There are none of those in my future.
Chocolate with mint.
There are none in my
You
future.
can have that with chocolate mint in it. You can have that one.
Right, oh no, it's right, because mint slimming, right? I
Yes,
forgot.
mint slimming.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have to put you over in a second.
That's how it works, right?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my goodness! I'm like, I got thrown off for a second. I'm like, what are we talking about? I love dessert. I love all dessert. I love this. So cute. Okay, a 5.
One surprise after the other on this Sunday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
When will the craziness stop?
Never.
Wait till the strippergram comes in and we got it.
Now, okay,
Right.
bring it on. Let's bring it on.
Yeah, but
Cheers.
it's non-traditional. It's a paint stripper.
Now say, can you go to my
Depot
closet,
special.
please? Go to my
Paint
closet.
stripper.
I like
We're gonna
that.
redo your set.
Well, I'm saying you should go to my closet at home and then repaint that for me. You do that for me.
But
yes.
Kenneth in the chat room says, Sean, a.k.a. Deacon, your daughter Hope needs her
Yes.
daddy.
Yes.
And he says, Sean, been a fan
Well,
since you
unfortunately,
on
I'm not the
GH.
one who makes that decision.
Yeah.
Yes, he's not the one who makes the decision. He doesn't make the decision. They make the decisions of the story. So right now, he doesn't need a father, I guess.
Yeah, right.
She doesn't need one. Just her mother, Brooke.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
And then a silence
There's silence.
lingered over the show.
Yeah, it's just like it's like sad. But no, but people do. I mean, again, you have several roles that people ask and want you back on.
Absolutely.
It must feel nice.
And I'm very fortunate to, and they're sort of different cross sections.
They are.
The
Right.
Karate Kid gang.
Yes.
Soap opera, yeah. So
Now, wait, do you ever get asked about GH? You asked about AJ? anymore?
Occasionally, I do.
Much, yeah.
I feel like AJ was this time they really killed him. I
mean, it's like
don't know.
It's third time's the charm.
I guess
Yes.
I think there's still maybe a
Wholeheartedly.
comeback.
That is hilarious.
It's the beauty of daytime. You're never really
I'll be
gone.
resuscitated with pickle Lila.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Speaking of
Okay.
Jane Elliott,
Yeah.
I absolutely adore her and
We love Jane
her
Elliott.
so much.
Do you know Jane Elliott did a movie with Elvis where she
Yeah.
played a
Which
nun?
one?
Which
Yeah.
one?
I don't remember what it's
You know,
called.
he did a bunch of movies. He did a bunch.
It wasn't Viva Las Vegas.
No.
No. We
it
had
was,
a producer, Dante.
Dante. There's Vito. Dante.
Vito.
Yeah.
Dante.
Something Italian.
Something Italian. No, she did because she used to have a picture of she and Elvis on
my
her
gosh.
thing with. She was in a habit.
Yeah. Wow. Well, she just came back on the show recently.
Yeah,
Did a
she's
shift.
been on the canvas for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, she's
oh
the
my
bomb.
gosh, so missed
Yep.
her.
Hi,
that
it's
character's
just so
iconic.
you guys know, it's Change of Habit, 1960.
Change your habit.
Thank you, Vito.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Vito.
Vito.
My Italian. Yes. That's so funny.
Grazie.
I thought I was your Italian.
You're my
No,
Italian.
you're my Italian.
What?
You're my Italian woman. He's my Italian man. Exactly.
And you know, not every actor can do this, and I think the only one doing it now is Wally Kurth.
Oh, Wally Kurth, our
on
buddy.
GH and,
And
on
Days.
Days.
No, Tristan
Sean.
is too.
Kristen is too.
Oh, he did. He's doing
That's right,
YNR. Yes.
YNR.
Yes.
Is he still on YNR?
He
Yes.
came back recently. Yeah, he came back
Okay.
recently. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
It's a
Yeah.
small group of people.
I think Sean is more than capable.
Oh, dude, easily.
More than capable.
Yeah.
B&B writers, showrunners,
B&B takes
GH
place in
writers,
LA,
showrunners.
Studio City. It's,
Yes,
you drive
exactly.
over the
Yeah,
canyon.
exactly.
I mean, getting to Genoa City is
Yes.
maybe a little more difficult. That's Wisconsin, but
Yeah.
Literally just across the hall. I
Right,
mean,
right, right.
I
Great
mean,
hall.
and
Right.
I was wandering. I was there for Eric Braden's 40th, and I got lost on purpose. And I was like wandering. They're like, sir, the elevator's over there. I'm
I
like, oh,
love
I'm
that.
sorry.
You know
I'm
what-
like,
you know what I used to always
Don't
love
you
seeing?
love to go to
The Price is Right
Yes,
stuff.
I was over there. I was
I
over
love
there.
seeing
I
the-
love those.
So
It's so fun.
Price is Right is
So
in the
fun.
same
Yes,
hallway
I
as
was
Bold
over
and Beautiful,
there.
Young and the Right. So you
Yeah.
always see the wheel and the games and stuff like that. Yeah.
Did you ever see Bill Maher?
No, he's up. He's up
He's
on the third floor.
upstairs, but
He's
they
upstairs.
filmed, yeah.
Oh, I love Bill
Obviously,
Maher.
you didn't wander effectively.
I did.
know.
I got caught.
Survivor.
Yeah.
I know. I got
And,
caught. I got caught.
Yeah.
I got caught. They're like, sir. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm going the wrong way by accident. And I was holding my cake. Piece of cake.
That's so weird. It always works for me.
Yes, but I wonder why. I wasn't the guard's type, apparently. Okay, so we have only a few minutes left. It goes by so fast.
I know.
And I just want to say some shout outs to some people first before we end the show. I want to thank Keven Undergaro and Maria Menounos for creating AfterBuzz. And,
Thanks, guys.
You know, thanks for doing this and stuff. I want to thank some past people and present people: Phil Svitek, Stephen Lemieux, Brianna Phipps, Rich Serafini, Alexis Torres Plumley. These are folks that have supported me and did my scheduling, all my guests and my shows. I've done, like I said, done 806 episodes of shows here that were here with me throughout the whole thing. I really want to thank all my co-hosts. I've had so many co-hosts, including Tami.
What does that say about you, though?
They're all good. It's all good. We're all on good terms.
Seems to be a rapid turnover. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm not on good terms with two. But on the rest.
It means that no one can keep up with him.
That's what it is.
Thank
That's
you. Thank
positive
you.
spin.
Thank you.
Right.
That's why she's the brains.
That's why I make the big money.
That's why she's the brains. That's why she's the brains.
Job security.
Yes. And but I want to thank all my co-hosts because I've always learned something from each of them. Because I came from radio, I had no idea I was going to be doing this TV, and I once I walked through the doors, I was like, I'm in. It's my home. You couldn't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. And I also want to thank especially the fans.
Yeah.
Because the fans are so wonderful to me. They have been so great. The Bold and Beautiful the Bold Breakdown fans have stuck with me.
Yes.
They're the best.
They're the best. And when I was sick and I wasn't here for a year, they came back when we came back, and they've been here this whole time. And you guys come into the chat room, you talk about everything. I wouldn't be here literally. No one would be here.
But you know, you bring something very special to this, and I'm not just sort of blowing smoke. I mean, they waited for you because there is a feeling like you're talking to a friend, and in our case, it is. We are friends.
Right.
But I mean, I think your listeners feel like you're someone they can trust. You're someone that's a confidant, and you bring them. You bring them the truth, and it was worth waiting for.
Thank you.
Truthful and organic.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah,
thank you
for
so much.
real.
And I didn't cry I didn't cry so far, so I'm good.
That's
We're
all.
not doing our
That's all the
job.
ass I can kiss in 14 seconds. And counting.
I love you, Sean. Okay, so everybody give their handles of where they are. We'll start with him in the corner.
How's it going? Regime King Official on Instagram and Regime King on Facebook. That's about it, guys.
I'll make sure I follow you.
All right, thank
Go
you.
ahead, Michelle.
And I'm Michele Kanan on Instagram, and I think I'm at MK Ultra on
Yeah, you are.
MK Ultra.
Ultra.
Yeah,
It's a whole
Sounds
different
about right.
story.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Charlie is at the Monkey Troll on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
Follow Charlie. I'm at Sean Kanan on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
Twitter, Tami Goveia. Yeah, Insta, Tami.Goveia.
Goveia. Oh my God, you're crazy. You can follow our show, The Bold Breakdown, on Instagram and Twitter at The Bold Breakdown. And then, of course, you can follow all our shows on AfterBuzz TV dramas. We're here every Sunday, or we're here once a month. I think I want to come back March 15th.
Yes, got that note. We're good.
We'll come back March 15th. We'll be back again. And you can follow me where all James Lott Jr.'s are sold, at James Lott Jr. and all social media platforms everywhere. Follow me on TikTok. I got big followers there now. I'm at James Lott Jr. So everybody, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having us. Congratulations, buddy. We love you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterbuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.